Hey guys, so I wanted to briefly, I'm not going to be long. I wanted to briefly come and share why we need to start growing our own food. I've been hearing people telling me this like a lot in the comments, and when I do the emergency preparedness and just even storing up and stocking up on, food and non-perishable items. But also I wanted to emphasize this, and I haven't said it in any video, so I was like, I have to come and let them know. Because listen, this is for all my people who are just coming to this journey of preparedness, you know, uh, stockpiling and food storage and just preparedness for anything, prepared for whatever. We want to be prepared. And another thing that I failed to mention is start saving your seeds. Start saving your seeds from your food that have seeds in them, because everything is, I don't know if you guys noticed, but everything is starting to become seedless. Have you guys been paying attention to this lately? It's been this way for a long time, many years now, but more and more and more and more fruits and certain vegetables are just becoming seedless. And it's like, what are you guys doing to our food? You know, the people who process the food and, gets it prepared to go in the grocery stores and come to us. What are they doing to our food where it is becoming seedless? God created the food that He created, and He made it the way that He made it. It should just be left alone. If it has seeds in it, it needs to have seeds in it. I know some people prefer their food or their fruit without seeds, but you got to think: are you eating the real fruit, the real vegetable? Is it real? Because we know a lot of things are genetically modified these days. We know that they are in uh, warehouses. They're in little science labs, putting our meat inside tanks and creating so-called chicken from in a tank. How? The science these days is beyond me. But nowadays, we just don't know what we're eating. We don't know if it's real food. And from what we do know now, all of it is not real food. Especially knowing that now that they are growing our meat, growing our chicken. Listen guys, this is nothing good is gonna come from this years down the line. Some of y'all may think it's not a big deal. Some people probably say, oh, they probably been doing this for years and just starting to tell us. Well, now that we know, when you know, you do better. Okay, it could be that next year of that continuation of it that could completely get you sick, cause cancer or whatever it is. But we need to start growing our own food. I started saving my seeds. God planted it in my heart to start saving the seeds from, even my apples, my oranges, lemons, like all the things that I eat that have seeds in them. I love cherry plums and things like that. I even started buying seeds like for lettuce and spinach, radishes, things like that, bell peppers. Every time I buy a bell pepper, I save the seeds now in my watermelon. When I can find a watermelon that actually has seeds, I definitely save those. But those are so hard to even come across now unless you actually went and got your watermelon from a farm. But save your seeds, because just like with the watermelon, I don't know if you guys saw the people this was going viral. A lady had watermelon that was bending. It was bendable. Like, it didn't, when you dig into a piece of watermelon, it's just crunchy and juicy, and that piece of watermelon was bending. And it was reports that just watermelon was fake. There was a bunch of fake watermelon. They had recalls on watermelon and Costco's, I believe it was. But it was just a bunch of watermelons that were fake that they were giving the people. And that's just something that we were able to. And then it was oozing some type of foam. You guys have to look this up if you didn't hear about it or you didn't know about it. It was oozing foam out of the watermelon. And this was a so-called seedless watermelon. And another lady said that she had got really sick from eating the watermelon. And like, you have to just be careful with what you eat. And this is why I pray over everything. Pray over your food. Pray over your food. You don't know what they're doing now to the food. We don't know. We can speculate, but we really just don't know. And it's just wise to start growing your food if you can. Me, I don't have a homestead. I don't have a land. I live in the city and in a building. Okay, I have a roof. There's a rooftop on my building where I said to myself, I'm gonna get some buckets, some 5-gallon buckets, and just start doing a little bit of, planting stuff up there, just putting. But then I'm like, I can't really watch it the way, my neighbors might, their dogs might go up there and be messing with my stuff. So I'm just like, I just want to get me a house and get me some land. That is the goal. But even if I just started off with sitting stuff in my windowsill just to test out growing some things here and there, if you have space, if you have a house, if you have that, if you're blessed enough to be able to start now and you have the land to do so, start growing your food, like potatoes, getting your potato and just learning how to do these things. Learn how to grow things. Learn what you need to use to grow stuff like fertilizer and all the steps that it takes to just plant the seed, put whatever is needed in there to make it grow, because there's little steps that you take to grow things, especially when you have a farm. They put stuff on there. I forget what it's called. I'm not a farmer, but my goal is to have me like a little garden to just grow some fruits and vegetables, things that are healthy, good to eat, that you can survive off of, even if you didn't have a way to have any other types of meals, like bell peppers or apples or oranges, whatever it is I could grow. I am going to start growing my own food and also learn how to fish, because you can't go wrong with a good piece of fish. At least you went to the ocean and caught it wild. That it's a wild caught piece of fish, wild caught piece of salmon. It may not taste like the grocery store because we so used to what something processed tastes like. With something that grows in a farm, what they're putting in the way they do salmon is, I've heard it's just disgusting. Like the way they do our farm raised salmon and farm raised shrimp, and they have big containers, like pool size containers, and it's just, they have, I think there's videos on how it's done, or they may not even show that kind of stuff, but I heard somebody explaining it, somebody that works in like that industry, that field, and knows some stuff. But this farm raised stuff that they're giving us with even our chicken, all our cows, the beef that we eat, like this stuff is not natural. It's not natural. And now even the salad that you eat and from the grocery store, or the fruit or the vegetables, is sprayed down with a bunch of pesticides. It's been that way for years. I'm sure they've been doing this like most of our lives, but we got to do something to change it, because when you think about it, we have so many people sick in this country with all kinds of different illnesses and diseases, and you think you think. Look at what they're eating. Look at what they're putting into the food that we eat and consume every day. In other countries, it is not that many people with diseases and illnesses and cancers and all kinds of things. They don't allow those types of chemicals on their food. Europe, they don't allow the same processed and preservatives that they put on the food and in the food that they do in America. They don't allow that in Europe. They don't allow that in Canada. It is not approved. Like the FDA approves every little thing just to make more money, because you know what this country is? They are money gouging. They just money hungry. They want to make money. They got to keep keep America alive, keep it going. And in order to do that, they're not thinking about our health needs. They're not thinking about what's going to keep us healthy. You have to start growing your own food. If you've never thought about this, it's time to just start thinking about it. I'm here to plant a seed. Look at how that go. One man plants, the other man waters, and God gives the increase. Look at the Holy Ghost. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Because that wasn't even planned to say. I'm here to plant a seed. I'm here to plant a seed, and you need to be planting seeds. We need to literally be planting seeds, okay? It don't got to just be the other folks, white folks, just having farms and planting seeds. And I love me some white folks. I love everybody. Matter of fact, teach me. I'm gonna go find me some people, and I'm sure there's black people who know how to farm and know how to plant and know how to do gardening and all that. It's all of us, because it's not just a one race type of thing. But you mainly see that in the white communities where they're gardening and they're farmers, and you know, they are smart, and we need to get smart too as other race, not just black people, but all of us. We need to start being wise with our lives. Grow what you eat. That is a popular saying. Grow what you eat. It is probably going to be one of the best decisions that you ever make in your life if you start to do it, because you're going to feel better. You know, you're going to look better. Grow what you eat. Whatever you can grow with. The things that you like, learn how to grow it. Learn how to produce what it is that you like to eat. Let it be something nutritious and healthy. But most things that grow are nutritious and healthy. So, yes, people, we have to learn how to grow our own food and eat the food that we are growing, so that we know what we are consuming and we know what we're putting in our bodies. It is that important. So I encourage you all to grow your food. I love you all. I pray for you all. And like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.